I can't read those. Should we flip it?
We're going to be figuring this out. We can.
I would like to be able to see it. All right, bear with us.
We might just have to put it a little further back.
No, if we go back far enough, we're fine.
There we go.
All right, so we got YouTube, we got Instagram, and we got Facebook on 3 different screens. So we're going to see how this goes. And here's Joseph. This is our 10-year-old. Our business is 10 years old, and he was a little bitty guy when we started this whole thing.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Now, truth be told, I don't know if our home internet bandwidth is going to be able to handle 3 simultaneous streaming uploads. So if it gets a little choppy, forgive us. We will try our best.
Hopefully the noise is okay. Yeah. Joseph made, let's see, it might be backwards.
Show it to each one.
I don't know if it's backwards. This is right time at 9.
Hey, look at that.
And some Legos.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. So we have a lot of comments on 3 different platforms.
YouTube is flowing.
YouTube's flowing. Well, we're still a minute early. We haven't officially started yet.
I guess so. Well, we are broadcasting.
So he looks a lot like Brian. Yeah.
A little bit.
This is a little mini me.
All right. So we got about 200 on YouTube. Facebook, I don't know how many people are on. It doesn't give me as many stats. Got about 140 on Instagram. So
all right.
This is cool. We're trying it. We honestly have not done a live. We've not done look at each other. We haven't done a live video broadcast in a while.
It's been a long time.
It's been a little bit. I hope the audio is okay. Did you select the microphone here? I tried hooking up microphone. Oh, I just muted it.
Don't use that.
Yeah, please don't make noise button.
Okay. I wonder if it's using my computer speakers.
It could be. How do you know?
I don't know.
Don't really know.
I love my hair. Thank you. It is freshly washed and air dried with no products and no effort. So it's a little whatever, but I am stuck at home and I don't really care. I probably should have fixed myself up for, a live broadcast for hundreds or thousands of people, but I didn't. So there you go. Natural state here. Everyone who can't go to the hair salon right now, and gray roots are growing out, and we're all coping, and
we're figuring it out, huh?
So yeah.
Just am I going for an Elvis look, Nathaniel? No.
Took a break from the hair gel.
This is what happens when I don't gel it, and honestly, I'm like 2 weeks overdue for a haircut, but I ain't going to get a haircut right now. So either Rachel braids it, or I go buzz like I did back in the day. No, we're not going that route.
Question. So we'll catch you guys all up on where we are with Goulet Pens. We're sure a lot of you have read our emails and blogs and social and all this stuff. But basically, a week and a half ago, we went remote with those who could. Yeah. So we kept the warehouse open to those who were able to come in, and everyone else were working remotely. And then things escalated quickly as the week went on. Oh, I love it. So Ellie drew this one of me.
So great. I love your eyes, Ellie.
Brian. See my eyelashes there. Aww. Ellie, you want to say hi? Come on, go say hi.
You're gonna be shy.
It's just for the camera. Come on.
It's not recording?
Oh, it's
recording. Come say hi. And that this is a creeper.
Joseph loves Minecraft.
Ellie, come here.
Exploding.
Come over here between me and Daddy. Come here. You don't have to see anybody. It's just you're seeing the picture of me and Daddy.
Yeah.
Come here. Look. See? Can you see the camera right there? All right, she's being shy. Her 8-year-old. There she is. A brief little appearance.
A little bit.
So we went remote. We tried to keep the warehouse open, and then, the news, things escalated quickly. So we made our last day of shipping at the end of last week, and as of this Monday, we are 100% remote, and that means there is no one in the office, and nothing is shipping. And a lot of products aren't coming in either because our distributors are closing as well. We are having a couple of things shipped to our house, like the good old days, and we'll launch from here. Yeah. So some product launches we're still able to do while our distributors can still ship.
Ellie, go on.
but it does mean orders are not shipping. No, none of our employees have the virus. We are very grateful for that. None of their family members do.
We don't want them to.
It's
That's why we're
precaution.
not in the office.
We did not want to put them in harm's way, and things are escalating quickly, as you know. So.
Yeah, even just the last 2 weeks in Virginia here, it's like we've gone on not total lockdown, but they've closed all public non-essential businesses.
Schools are closed for the rest of the year through June, and we as parents are figuring out what that means. People who've lost childcare and things like that.
What that means is they're watching a lot of
I haven't opened the homeschool.
Disney Channel and playing Minecraft.
I am not yet ready to do the homeschool thing. So we will start soon. We're just still getting our bearings with our home office and we normally don't work remotely. So we're having to figure everything out, how to communicate. Our team is being paid in full. We committed to the next 4 weeks. I don't have a date. Someone asked, when are we going to ship again? I don't know.
We're still working that out because
I think the next 4 weeks are pretty certain no. After that, we're going to have to see what the curve looks like. We're going to have to listen to our local governments. Even then, schools are closed, so we have to work with our team and childcare and things like that.
Yeah, we're exploring the idea of like a
churches. Yeah, churches are closed. We're looking at Easter.
Closed. Life is on pause. Public life is on pause.
So everyone is healthy and safe so far. Yes, the kids are having fun. They're basically it's sleepovers and staying up late and.
It's like 9:05 right now, and I'm like, I didn't really think about when they would be going to bed during this broadcast.
Okay.
Oh, they'll kind of figure it out.
They're writing letters to their friends. So we're starting pen pals with some of their friends. I had to teach them how to address an envelope because they've never done that before.
That's right.
We're counting things. We're, having them help with chores more so than they've normally done. So not all of us are equipped for the homeschool life, but we are figuring it out. And the thing I'll share with all of you guys is it's been hard. I don't know where all of you live or how hard you're hit, but and I've shared openly before, I have generalized anxiety disorder. And so I get anxious pretty easily just from normal everyday stuff. So my threshold for getting overwhelmed is pretty high right now. But I will say I'm very hopeful. We are taking care of our people and we're finding new ways to stay in touch. And, we're figuring things out. And what helps me is I'm not in this alone. I'm not the only one this is happening to. There's something comforting about all of us struggling together. We're all figuring out how to homeschool and do I have enough toilet paper? How much toilet paper? Trying to do the math. How many squares do we need? How long is it? I don't know.
These are precious goods these days.
That'd be a good multiplication problem for Joseph. He's getting into triple digit multiplication. So we can figure out if it's 3-ply and use 3 squares, but sometimes use 4 squares. I don't know. Anyway, so we are hanging in there. Our team is, we're all figuring out what life is like. But, I'm sorry, trying to read all the comments too, and they're in 3 different places. This is nuts.
That was great.
So it's killing me that we can't ship right now because, yes, Sailor was our biggest launch we've had in a super long time. Months and months we've been preparing for it. And literally the days leading up, we're should we still do it? Should we not? We're you know what? Let's just,
let's just get it out there.
Because we don't know when it's going to be. So it's killing me that we can't ship stuff, especially because a lot of people are writing right now and they're writing letters to each other. And and some people are well, what if you just had a couple people ship? I can't put anyone in harm's way. Things are getting worse. They're not getting better. So we are caring for our team.
We would feel awful if we had anybody at work and there was exposure to delivery drivers or, just anybody else. The more people that are out and about, the more likely it is to happen. So
we prioritize our team, we prioritize our families, and even some people are able to work from home and some aren't, and everyone is being taken care of equally. And we're giving each other and ourselves, honestly, which is hard, a lot of grace. Yeah. It feels hard because it is hard. It feels like we can't do it all because we can't. For those who work and now have to take care of kids and are also just homebound, and there's certain
how can we do all this?
There's appointments that you can't go to that you normally would go to. Whether it's physical therapy or whether it's just going and getting a massage or just wandering around Target and touching all the things.
A haircut.
Yeah. Like
What's my hair gonna look like in a month, Rachel?
part of my
It's gonna be like
sometimes
Cabbage
like
Patch
part of
Kid.
my self-care is like I need to be alone. Brian, take the kids. I'm just gonna walk around Target. And that was like part of my like,
That was your self-therapy.
and I would always buy more than I ended up needing. It's not so much like the shopping and the spending was what I needed, but just the like, all right, let me
The
just
mental,
like look.
yeah, sure.
And
I would do the same at Home Depot.
I miss
And
that.
now that's like an anxiety-producing activity.
Yeah, so now we're trying to keep track of all of the laws at the local level, at the federal level, keeping track of what the benefits are going to be. It's Brian said like the amount of information coming at us is like trying to drink out of a fire hose or like swim up a waterfall.
Yeah, we feel like we're
It's
swimming up a waterfall
so
right
much.
now.
So our world is turned upside down. All of our stability, all of our routines are just gone. So we're trying to take comfort in each other.
Yeah.
We're trying to build online communities, and even like all of our marketing. We can't be like, buy this. Not
Check
that,
out this new thing we launched. It's like, nope, we're not receiving that shipment.
Now it's how are you?
Show us what you're writing with while you're quarantined at home.
Let's talk. What's on your wish list? Because our plan, like we shared this before, we are a no debt company, and having savings for a rainy day. Well, it's raining.
It's raining out there, folks. Here it is.
We really believe we're going to be able to weather the storm as a company and as a family. We are praying, we don't get sick and everything like that. But, it sucks that we can't ship right now. And we are very, very grateful for those of you who are still placing orders or buying gift cards or things like that, because you are helping us keep going and help us weather the storm. And obviously we will ship your order as quickly as we can when we come back up and running.
Whenever that may be.
So we're very grateful for all of your support right now. It's been overwhelming, but there's so much good that's happening too. Getting a couple questions. How are the Italian vendors doing? They are completely on lockdown. So nothing is being made. A lot of them are at home. Like the people we know, they're at home. Dante's working on his garden and fixing up his motorcycles and stuff. Like Nino and Natuna, like they're just at home.
They're all hunkered down. We're not aware of it like being pervasive in their facilities. I think they've been on lockdown. We don't have every detail of every person at every company.
These guys had Pop Rocks on their arm.
Oh, that's from the kids.
Yeah. What is this?
Ellie had Pop Rocks for dessert, and it's like
for the first time, she kept like opening her mouth, like listen.
I mean, that's kind of a fun adventure, right?
Yeah. So anyway, we haven't done this live broadcast format in a very long time, but we've had a hiatus on Q&A and a hiatus on Right Now, and it coincidentally then ran into this hiatus of being in the office and whatever. So we're trying to figure out how to shoot videos at home.
Yeah.
We have combed through all of the survey feedback. We had some help kind of pulling out the themes and stuff. So we have full intentions of bringing back our regular videos.
Absolutely.
Then coronavirus hit. So
that might look a little different in the time being.
So I said, Brian, dead serious, we should bring back Right Time at 9. I'm like, no, really, you should really do it.
This is what, like yesterday morning, we were like, yeah, what the hell?
I put it because I'm writing the email newsletters, and I put it in there, and I was like, all right, Brian, like, can you sign off on this? And they're like, all right, let's really make it happen. It was like, what platform do we use?
All
of
them. In my break, last night I was experimenting. I was like, man,
it's
like the interface is so different.
Well, we used to be on Periscope.
I hope I actually streamed to the right thing.
We used to be on Periscope. We used to be on Justin TV.
It was Ustream for that.
So we will figure out which format of these three, because I don't know where to look, and it's really bothering me. Because I feel like I'm like not looking at somebody.
Well, yeah. So obviously we'll see how it goes on each of them. YouTube is
yes. So ordering Right Now would be helpful, even though we're not shipping, because that is, and we do have to charge the card. So it is income to help keep our business financially going, so that if we are financially solid, we can take care of our team. So the longer we have that going, the longer we can help our people. So that way, when we're back up and running, we're all, good to go.
We've been very fiscally conservative for a long time. We've hoarded cash for the business, because we just felt for the last year and a half, we were like, something's coming. We want to be stable. And we didn't know what form it would take, of course. No one anticipated this really. And so we're like, all right, here we are. This is what we've been saving for. This is what we've been waiting for. So we feel like we're on a little oasis because we are telling our team, like, you know, you're going to hear about layoffs from everybody. You're going to hear about craziness. We know a lot of other businesses that are really hurting right now.
Some of you I know have had your hours cut back. You've lost your jobs.
Yeah, like that's real. That is
Or
happening.
On the flip side, you are an essential employee. You're in the healthcare industry and you're putting yourself on the line to help everybody else. And so to everyone in all the different situations, or maybe you've lost somebody, or maybe you know somebody's sick, like we're all hurting in different degrees. So just know, like, our hearts are absolutely with you. You know, we feel everything you're feeling.
And you know, we can't control that for everybody.
No.
But we know that we can influence our own team. We've spent so much time and energy trying to build the right team, really invest in them. You know, best place to work, like we believe in that, and we're putting our money where the mouth is with our team. So it's like
a couple people have asked how Drew is. Drew's good. He's
got his son at home, and
his wife has to work, so he's
his wife works in the healthcare industry,
watching his kindergartner.
He's doing his thing, and he's like, he wants to help, but he's also, you know, our whole routine is completely disrupted. So it's going to take us a little while to figure out like what this rhythm looks like at home.
Yeah, someone said you can place an order, forget about it, and then in a couple weeks you'll get it like a shipment in the mail. You're like, yay!
Yeah, exactly.
Gift cards are also helpful too if there's, you know, because at some point we will start running out of stock. So even the few orders we have now, we know are not, you know, we're going to do our best. Anyone who's able to ship to us in any degree we're trying to do, we have enough stock for maybe a couple months. We'll be okay for a while,
but obviously we know that
this is just not business as usual. For any sense.
Any orders you all are placing with us right now,
we're very grateful.
We are super grateful. We're always grateful, but especially right now, like we've got money saved up so that we can ride this out with our team. But that is just going to help it stretch even further because we just don't know how long it's going to go.
And I will say,
please don't do it at your own expense.
No. Groceries first. Yeah. You know, health first.
Take care of your own family.
But you know, if you are able to support and you want to, and you know, we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you. We are feeling the love for sure. Like this is such a great community. We've always known it. But now, especially during hard times like this, like the unification of the Penn community is coming through so strong, and just like we're looking at like traffic on our website and engagement on all of our social channels, and it's like everybody's still there. Like everybody still wants to be there, be a part of the community. It's just our lives are disrupted, and we're like relying on each other more just as humans, not just as like retailer, customer, whatever. Like we're all Penn people.
Sorry, I will try to look at Facebook. Someone said they switched to YouTube because Facebook's not getting enough eye contact.
I can't tell how many people are on Facebook. It doesn't give me any stats as to how many people are here. Maybe this is. Hang on.
No.
Oh wait, there's a little bit of. It shows me like the video stream. I don't care how many frames per second you're streaming right now. Who's here? How many
some people are talking
here?
about adding things to your wish list. Absolutely. I will note that, you know, we've had a few bugs with our wish list. Our developers have been actively, like literally before the holidays, we've been working on it, but it's a little too close to the holidays. We are on the cusp of rolling out a new version of the wish list, which will be much more robust, much more stable. But go ahead and still add things to your wish list, because even with the new one, we'll be able to transfer everything over. So it's a great way to kind of save those things that you're interested in, but you know, not ready to buy right now. There you go, 118 on Facebook, 135 on Instagram.
It's probably just my own ignorance.
423 on YouTube, so YouTube's winning.
Like 800 people here right now.
Pre-order the new Lamis, awesome. Not pre-order because we don't know how many we're getting, but we do, as of our latest we know, we should be getting a shipment of the Safari candies in a weekish or so, pending customs and making sure no one else shuts down, that sort of thing. Will the new wish list allow for multiple lists? Yeah. It's going to be pretty cool. And it won't like be a zombie wish list where like add things you've deleted and, you know, things like that.
We've had that for a while.
So, you know, we launched Sailor. We've been getting a lot of questions. Part of what this time is we've been talking for like 20 some minutes straight. We want to answer your questions. This is in lieu of Q&A and everything like that. So,
which we are considering bringing Q&A back. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're trying
to figure out happen. That can totally happen. I'm talking about how to make that happen. That could start happening maybe next week. I'm not going to commit firmly to that. I got to see how things go down, but that is very possible.
Okay, so this question's come up a few times. Will Goulet, any more Goulet collabs with Retro 51 before they close? There is one we've been talking about. But given all the things right now,
it's
I'm not
very much
sure.
up in the air. I don't know if it's still
because
gonna
we
be
haven't
possible.
moved forward to it's been an idea, but we haven't had a prototype
Yeah,
yet.
we've been talking.
So I don't know. Diamine Inkvent Blue Edition. So you guys know the Diamine Inkvent Advent Calendar from last Christmas. They are releasing all 25 colors in a 50 ml bottle. It's really cool. It's like square, but with like legs. It's kind of like a spaceship, like ottoman. I don't know.
I guess
I thought it looked like an ottoman. He thought it looked like spaceships. It's a spaceship ottoman. So we are going to carry some of those, at least all the sheening and shimmering colors. If there's a lot of interest in the standard colors, I'm sure we can add those too. But those are 4 to 6 weeks out. But again, virus, everything's kind of fluid right now. So yeah, we are planning to carry those. I just haven't gotten them on the website yet. Let's see, what other questions? What sailors did we each get for ourselves? Well, you are looking at that Blue Dwarf, which should be coming in about a week.
Oh yeah. That Stormy Sea too.
I haven't picked
Stormy Sea King of Pens got my name on it.
I haven't picked one up for myself yet, honestly. I've been at home, the week of the sailor lunches, working from home with the kids. The week before that, we're on vacation. The week before that, we had a stomach bug. First, Joseph got it, and then Ellie and I got it, and then he got it as we were packing up for vacation.
I was taking care of everybody else all week, and then I got it on the weekend right before we left. I was like, that's about right.
Are base date colors actually bad for your pens? They are more maintenance.
Up for debate. Yeah.
They can stain. So just know that. Choose your pen wisely. Base date clean up very well with a bleach water solution as opposed to ammonia. The bleach just seems to clean it out a little bit better. So just be aware which pen you use them, but they're really delightful, vibrant inks. Just use higher maintenance, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that right? Spaceship ottoman.
Yeah. Get a lot of comments about that. Yeah. What's the best purple ink right now, Rachel? That's more of a you question.
Ooh,
you're into the purples.
I've had the same favorite purple for years. It's Diatramentis. Well, now it's purple violet. It used to be called magenta violet.
Okay.
Now it's purple violet.
Fair enough.
It's a great purple.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I have a bottle of dark lilac too. That's pretty cool. We can't buy it, so I'm not gonna recommend it.
The Lamy Crystal Azurite.
Azurite.
That's a good one.
So one cool thing we're doing during our downtime, because we're trying to get creative of how to keep our team busy while they're all working remotely. So I took one of each ink sample offline before we closed down. So like 600 some colors, took them all home and shipping out a few dozen to different people. So we're going to work on ink reviews, like mini ink reviews, not like a full exploration type thing. So that while we're down, we can work on those. Yep. And then eventually at some point we'll scan them and put them on the site. So I'll get to experience more inks here pretty soon.
Yeah. Got a question. Can we make a video on handwriting so you can practice with us? That is a thought. I will say right now, we do not have an abundance of extra time. So I'm not a handwriting practicing expert. Neither is Rachel. So for us to do that
I don't even hold my pens correctly.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll talk. We'll think about it. But
there's
we're not the foremost experts on it at the moment.
On Goulet Nation, someone posted all the different handwriting not handwriting,
the hand position.
Yeah, the whatever tripod and quadrupod and the dynamic blah and whatever. Oh. I'm closest to the dynamic quadrupod, but I don't. The diagram had the thumb more and I don't know. I have a 4-finger grip.
It's the Rachel. That's what she'd call it. The Rachel.
But my ring finger's kind of tucked under, but it's not independent. I still use it. But my thumb, I don't know.
I can't explain.
I don't feel like I can be an authority on handwriting because of that.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. A good red ink for work and a good pen to use it in. Good red inks. Diamine Red Dragon's a good red. Mueller's Nikita is a good red. I really like Monteverde Ruby. That has been my go-to red. If you want a true red that doesn't lean like pink or brown or anything. And as far as the pen, whatever you want. Anything. Favorite sailor inks? My favorite is Haha. It's this multi-tonal pastel thing. And on Tomoe River, it's a magical experience. And of course we sold out, but we have more coming tomorrow.
We do have more coming.
So if you're cool with us holding your order for a while, we'll be restocking tomorrow.
That's right.
What's your favorite sailor ink?
I'll be honest, you played more with the inks. I was playing more with the pens.
But you know what? I kept those for ourselves to do for the interviews.
Nice.
So we're gonna do our part too.
I mean, I've always liked Sky High. That was my favorite
Blue.
back in the day. It's
Surprise.
blue. Okay, yeah. There's some other really cool ones that I just haven't inked up and played with yet, but I plan to. I've got one of every sailor nib that I plan to play with while we're on our little sabbatical or whatever quarantine thing. So I plan to make some more content on the sailor nib specifically. That was in the plan originally. And then we just got hit with all this. So Rachel and we're working like 16, 18-hour days right now, just being realistic.
Brian Rachel
So
Goulet,
we'll
that
have
is a
to-
good red.
We got to get a little more margin in our life before we can really start cranking out content.
When will the Curidas be in stock? Last I heard, it has shipped from Japan, is on the way to the US. Again, customs have been a little wonky with everything lately. We could have it as early as, I think, next week, but I don't know. That distributor,
every delivery is up in the air right now.
That distributor is still shipping because they ship from their house, so that actually works well for them.
Yeah.
But it has to clear customs and all the things, so we'll see.
Rachel Adams will be more ordering Manyo and Haha for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Let's see.
Does anyone use glass pens? We use glass pens a lot for ink testing and for doing our ink
for all of our
swabs.
swabs, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great for just testing out if you're not ready to like commit.
Yeah.
Or especially if you're nervous about it being like a higher maintenance ink, like, if it's whatever. But yeah.
Sandra here has a good question. What ink do you recommend for vintage pens? Generally speaking, I try to stay away from shimmers. I try to stay away from most permanent inks, and anything with really any wild properties. Because vintage pens, they can be a lot more sensitive. You don't know the condition of them, and so you don't want to do anything that's going to be high maintenance or risk, anything crazy. So trying to stick with like fairly conventional inks that are made from pen manufacturers.
I was about to say, like, when a pen manufacturer makes ink, it's generally safer as far as more conventional than the crazy properties. The boutique people who like just make ink, they're the ones kind of pushing the limits and experimenting with the sheen and the shimmer, and it's cool.
And that's super up for debate. I know all the boutique makers, they can tend to disagree with that. That's fine. Look,
I'm saying, like, generally, if you go with a pen manufacturer, most of those inks tend to be a little
more
conventional. Yeah, for sure.
More conservative in their properties. So that's usually a pretty safe bet. Going with any ink that comes from a larger, respectable pen.
Why do you call this right time if no one is writing? Touche.
Because it's about pens. Come on. We could write, and we've done this before, but live streams, it gets so grainy, it's basically useless footage. So that's why we never do any writing in a live stream.
Is the bulk of your pen collection at work? Do you have a good selection at home to use? I packed up all of my pens. So all of my pens
you brought all of them home?
Yeah, they fit in 3 Monteverde cases.
I didn't bring all of mine, but
you
I brought
have more pens than me.
I do. I may have brought home more than you. Because I have a Girologio 96 pen case that I filled.
Well, how much is in Monteverde? Is that 36?
That's 36. How many do you have?
3, but one of them is defective. That's why I kept it. It's like missing a ring. That's why I ended up keeping it, because it was free. So I have 36, 72.
I have at least 20 or 30 pens.
And then 3/4 of 36 would be 27. So whatever that is.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I win. I have more.
Yeah.
Your pens are probably nicer though.
The post office is selling out of cards and stamps right now. Wow.
Well,
I think you can order stamps online.
Yeah.
I think I better order more. Gotta write checks.
I do have a lot of pens.
The nerdiest pen thing you own. Like a pocket protector?
Pen nerdiest? I mean, a 96 pen case is pretty pen.
It's like
pretty
carrying handle and everything.
It does. It looks like a briefcase.
It does.
I could go grab it. Right.
How do you keep from getting too much ink on a glass dip pen? What I typically do when I dip it is then I kind of tap it on the inner edge of the glass bottle, and it kind of takes a little bit of the excess ink off. And usually what I do, like when I do swabs, I'm very mindful. I don't want too much ink or too little ink. So I'll just write, like, I have like a separate piece of paper, and I'll just like do like a little, okay, I'm good. And then I write. But if it's too much, I'll put some back, or if it's not enough, I'll dip again.
All right. Somebody asked about stub nibs in demonstrators besides Twisty.
Oh, well, we have filters on our website.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what has both of those.
Nope, that's fine, a medium.
It's breaking my brain.
Does it need to be a whole demonstrator or just the barrel? Because Stipula
It's
has
just-
some in stub,
That's true.
like the Venti
That's
Due.
true.
Um,
There's not a whole ton now that I think about
No.
it. Demonstrators with stub nibs. Stub nibs have really waned in popularity.
yeah,
in the
Broad's
last
made
year
a
or two.
comeback.
In the last year or two, stub nibs have not been as popular.
Is the Metro Fine the finest line available in a fountain pen? No. You can get an extra fine in Pilot. There are extra fines out there.
There's an ultra
The
extra
ultra
fine in
extra
Platinum.
fine from Platinum is
That's
pretty.
pretty friggin' fine.
The Sailor extra fine is very fine as well.
That is also pretty friggin' fine.
Yeah. So don't
I
get me
think
wrong. The
I think
Metro
the-
Fine is very fine.
I
It's too
think-
fine for my preference.
I think the Platinum Ultra Extra Fine
Is the finest
is the
that we have.
finest that we have. Yeah, you can get custom grinds that are finer.
Have we lost the comments? Oh gosh, they
oh
stopped.
shoot! Oh,
Sorry.
we lost a connection on
And
Instagram.
it stopped scrolling.
Because
I'm
of the video.
so sorry. The Vista 1.1 is at the same as a stub.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we missed all your
Yeah,
comments.
this would be one.
Is the Edelstein Moonstein Edelstein Pelican? Oh my gosh.
Moonshine Edelweiss.
Pelican Edelstein. Is it Stein or Stein? I always say Stein. I don't know why. Moonstone.
That's the German way to say it. Yeah.
So that's the special edition ink of the year. Originally, it was supposed to be here. It was supposed to be on the way. The distributor has closed their office, so I don't know when it's coming. I would guess 4 weeks. I don't know. Will we be carrying the Benu Scepter? The new Benu. That's always so fun to say.
The scepter.
If it has been new, is it a new? The bit. Anyway, yes, we are carrying the Scepter. We're going to start with a couple colors. Yes, we are planning to carry
We're looking
that.
at it on.
Yeah. All the questions.
Hair in my mouth. Oh, it's so weird.
People don't need to see that.
I can't.
UK on lockdown. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What
There's a good question that I missed.
do you do with the Jinhao fountain pen if you lost the feed for it?
Save it for parts.
Get another one. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. You can't really do a lot without the feed. I mean, you can test grinding the nib.
I did see who wrote it, and then I just saw who wrote it. Would you ever consider bringing back Mailbox Monday? So
We would consider that, Samuel.
Sam, who works for us, he's always been a big fan of Mailbox Monday.
Sam was always a champion for Mailbox Monday.
So
He was the loyal one who would read it every week.
So we like a lot of nib nub, pen pause on Mailbox Monday, whatever. Mailbox Monday was the precursor to Q&A, and it is just get off screen if you can do that. It was the precursor to Q&A. It was in blog format. So basically, Brian was getting so many because every single video he'd be like, email me at brian@gouletevents.com, and he was
I
getting
don't do that
so
anymore.
many questions that he would just go through his email and answer a bunch of them in blog format on Mondays. So it was
No, I was already answering these emails.
Exactly.
So I was just copying and pasting what I was
exactly. So
answering.
Mailbox Monday.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're like, this should be a video, so it became Q&A. Yes, so that's Mailbox Monday. So it's still on our. Are they still? They're still on our blog. I did not delete them all. They're just kind of
they're
8
7 years old, 8 years old. Yeah.
The
That's around.
cheapest demonstrator pen for beginner that can be refilled from an ink bottle. Okay.
Cheapest
So
demonstrator.
not the varsity, the
An ink
preppy.
bottle?
But you have to
That's
get.
an eyedropper.
Well, no, you can get a
A
converter.
converter with it, yeah.
That would bring it to.
You could technically eyedropper a Pilot Varsity. That would
But it's
be
not a
cheap.
demonstrator.
Okay. It doesn't ink.
I think the
converter.
preppy would be.
Preppy would do it.
I think the preppy.
Yep.
Yeah. Although again, with the cost of the converter, yeah, you're getting to the price of like a nib creeper. Okay, a Charlie pen, yes, that's free, but you have to buy the ink it comes with. So it's not really free.
You can't buy just the pen.
The Monza,
The
yeah.
pen is free though.
We only have the Monza
Monza?
3s now, so it's like so it's a little more expensive, but yeah.
That's true. That's true. Good questions.
I like this question. Brian, do you ever give your pens enough attention? Do you ever feel like there are pens in your collection that you neglect without meaning to?
Oh, there are definitely pens in my
There's
collection
pens you
that I
like
neglect.
forget you have.
I mean, look,
But you know when one's missing. You always know when one's missing.
Yeah.
Did you see Stephen Brown's Brian Appreciation Week?
Okay, so
Instagram.
yes, but I did not spend a lot of time on it, and
No,
I
did you
feel
read
bad
your,
about
no,
that.
did you read your post?
I think so. Yeah, you showed it to me.
I'm your weakness. You're so big.
I guess I didn't read it enough. Look,
And your hair.
it has been hitting the fan for me this week. I have not like even opened up Instagram. So I feel bad because like I heard about Stephen Brown stuff and I'm gonna look at it, but
I read it and it was hilarious and we love it and it's such a great idea, especially because he often misspells his name as brain and he's just in a week.
Well, that's where it started. I was looking at Instagram last week and I saw Stephen Brown was doing a brain appreciation. So I jokingly was like, haha, there's so many Brians in the pen world. You could do Brian Appreciation Week because everybody always misspells my name and calls me Brain, you know? And so I was like, yeah, jokingly. And then he did like the brain appreciation thing. So the Brian appreciation thing. So props to Stephen. He's very responsible.
What is the most expensive pen in your collection? I know mine. Do you know
the most expensive? I think ours is the same.
The Yukari.
It's the Yukari Royale.
No, it's not a Royale.
Oh, sorry, Yukari
Nightline. Namiki Yukari Nightline.
Moonlight. Nightline Moonlight.
Nightline Moonlight.
There's a Nightline and there's a Nightline Moonlight.
It's the one that we've been out of stock on for like 3 years.
Yes.
We got one before we ran out of stock.
Yeah.
Someone asked, if you don't write music, what's the point of a music nib?
It's
also you have hair on your nose.
I think I'm doing it to myself.
You're like shedding.
That's why I'm getting hair in my mouth. I'm like, where's this hair coming from?
Because you don't
normally I have it gelled, so I never touch my hair. So now I'm like, man, my hair's so soft. And I showered today. So
the Lord of the Rings set, it is expensive, but we do not.
I don't have one.
We don't personally own it.
Yeah.
Does the broad queen, I assume that's me, have an opinion on the best double broad or triple broad nibs? I will be honest. I have no experience with triple broads. We had a Lamy 2000 double broad, and I don't think I ever tried it. Maybe I did. It felt like writing with a marker, and it was pretty cool.
I also have a Kaweco double broad on my Supra, if you're interested in trying that.
Yeah.
It's just a fatter, wetter broad. That's all it is. It's
how is the
kind of hard to distinguish between a broad and double broad.
How is the other Brian that works for Goulet? So we have another Brian, Brian K. So he's Brian Goulet, and then we have Brian K.
That's right.
He's good.
He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's working from home and
he's really good at saying, I'm not that Brian, I'm the other Brian.
Sometimes it's probably just easier to lean in.
No, I think he has like a number of different ways that he answers it. That's what Drew told me, because it happens pretty much daily.
Have we considered, I've seen this question a few times, have we considered offering free shipping after a certain total price? Yes, we've considered. Actually, currently on our site, currently as a thank you for the patience and all your support, we do have free shipping at $50. We've not gone that low in a very long time. Long term, will I don't know. There's no such thing as free shipping, so we have to figure out how to
as a cost. We can't even answer that because we got to see our way through this.
I think long term we'll figure something out, but I don't have answers right now.
Some good questions here.
And I love how someone said, I'm the only woman who would not take offense to being called the broad queen. It's true.
There you go. There's a good question here. Instagram's asking some good ones right now. Let's see here. How many pens do you own that you've never tried?
Oh, I have a few I've owned and I've never inked up. I do.
But like some of them are like, okay, another eco, like
it's
a different
another color, but still,
of a pen, like you just
collect. I feel guilty but then you always give me such a hard time for having too many pens inked up because you have to clean them all.
That is true. Not just how many I've inked up, but you ink all of them with like the same inks and then you leave them in there forever.
Well, now
I clean them and then you just put the same ink back.
Now I have more inks to try. I don't want to see other inks. I'm excited.
That's great. I'm gonna get really good cleaning pens. I probably have half the pens that I've never inked.
But some of them, it's not. You don't keep them. You don't keep them to write with.
Some of them are samples. Some of them, yes, I keep them for historic purposes. So it's like, if we're carrying another color of a pen model that we already have, and we've done 5 exclusives, I'm not going to ink up every single one just for the sake of inking it up. So again, I'm not afraid to ink them up. It's just practicality.
How many Twisty pens do I own?
You have a lot. 30?
I can grab them right now. I have them all.
You have all of them?
Yep.
Nuts. I think I have somewhere around 30, 20, 25. No.
You might have more than me.
I think I have more because I have a lot of Twisties. Probably something like 40 Twisties. Do you keep discontinued limited edition inks in the swap shop after they're sold out? We do not. We used to, and that was just too dang confusing.
All right.
I tried Blackstone a little bit, but they're kind of on our radar. I think they're pretty small manufacturers.
I did not organize these.
I'd only carry Lamy 2000 nibs because they are like a special order item from Germany. They're not a regularly stocked thing.
And the distributor recently changed, and now with all the drama,
Yeah,
like
it's
special
not
orders aren't
a
really,
steady supply.
we're not really able to do special orders right now.
Yeah. Somebody asked about the E95S, the Pilot E95S. That is a cool pen.
It's very popular.
I love the way that nib writes. The
Yeah.
nib is really
Say
soft. It's got a good amount of flex to
You're
it.
writing!
Here's our daughter. She's a little camera shy. How about this? Oh my gosh. She's 8.
What if I duck down? Oh, good, you duck down. You're sneaky.
Oh my goodness. Life is not boring around the Goulet household.
Okay. Here's most of my Twisties. I'm getting there now. So wait.
That's not it. You got more.
No, I know. I have 3 cases. I have these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
See, I have a spreadsheet with all mine in it.
Well,
so I could,
I should have. You think of all the people I would have a
you
spreadsheet.
like? Don't you have a beautiful color-coded spreadsheet of your pens?
Well, I normally keep these more organized, but I was scrambling to get everything out
Get up there, buddy.
Was I at 13, 14, 15?
That is.
That's it. I like 15.
I definitely.
Well, you know what?
have
I only collect the ones I want.
That's
I don't like the Eco T because I don't like the triangular grip because again, 4-finger grip, the
You
3
pen's
doesn't
weird.
work well. And I had a couple colors of special editions that I was like, that's not my favorite color, so I passed. And I pretty much only have Ecos and 580s.
Guys.
You are giggle bugs.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
So you're like-
There's Legos.
In our early ride time videos, we would be like holding one of them as babies.
Oh yeah, you can find some videos like
They're out there. Yeah, she does look like both of us.
Brian looks like Elvis. Are you a good singer? Yeah, he's a good singer. We sing.
Thank you very much.
We sing at our church regularly.
It's the sideburns. That's why everybody's saying I look like Elvis. I have a big head, so the sideburns help elongate my face. Oh my gosh. Whoa, Virginia Madness. I checked the spreadsheet. 44. Is that 44 Twisbies or 44 pens?
Twisbies.
Twisbies. 44 Twisbies.
Yeah, so don't give me anything about having a Twisby collection.
Respect.
What is that?
There.
Or is that your stick butt? All right, you're selling one camera. We have 3 cameras, buddy. No, we're not going to sing right now.
Oh my gosh.
So is that an Edison collab for surviving all this? Yeah, we do still need to plan the next Edison collab. So we have the winter premiere going now, and then we're going to switch to like limited edition runs. But they're not in their office right now and everything going out. So as soon as things are back to normal, absolutely, we will plan something. We're not going to name it after the coronavirus because that's just depressing, but yeah.
Yep. Do you think Jet Cruz, do you think a semi-side rider right-handed would have problems with the Lamy 2000? Most people I see reviewing it are underwriters. I don't think you'd have a problem as a side rider, especially if you're right-handed. You're still doing it in a dragging motion. I think you'd be okay. The Lamy 2000 is honestly a little more sensitive in the rotation in your hand than it is to the angle to which you're writing. So that is, you just might have to play around a little bit with that, but I think you'd be okay.
Oh, you know what? Oh, there we go.
Oh, we're good.
There was a question. So I was asking if our kids like fountain pens. They love their shark pens.
They do, yeah.
They love the shark pens.
They have shark pens and a couple others. They use like varsities, like the disposable ones.
Yeah.
Those are really good for them. Ellie gets so much ink
Do
on
I
her fingers,
know
it's
why the
amazing.
Pineider Legrande Bellezza Gemstone collection has been discontinued? Yes, it's because a new collection
Bringing
is
out new
coming
colors.
soon. I don't yet have pictures. It's not on the website, and now it's been a little delayed because Italy virus, everything. But in May-ish, you will see some new ones, and they will be even more affordable. And there's some exciting stuff there. So that's cool. So they're being discontinued because a new version, and even bringing the price down. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Will we do another Herbert exclusive? Yeah, we have one.
Yeah, we have it in the
It's already
works.
designed as planned. Now Rickshaw's closed, and we were needing the cases from Rickshaw to pair with the pen. So everything's just delayed right now. But
Yeah.
it's planned. It's a really cool material. I need to name it still,
It's really
but I really like it.
Any plans to take more Chinese brands like you did with Jinhao, or maybe even Indian brands? So basically,
once we're not in a worldwide pandemic,
Yeah.
I'd be interested.
well, we're getting asked about like Leonardo and other things too. So it's like basically anybody who's like, so none of these have distribution established, right? So we're buying direct from the manufacturer in that situation. That's always a little more complicated because we're buying internationally. We got more transit and export fees and stuff like that to deal with.
Quarantine.
Quarant ink. Oh, that's good. That's a good hashtag.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what is happening. It's like 9:45.
Crack yourself up.
Yeah.
Do we have plans to release any more stipulated LEs after this fiasco blows over? Yeah, we do have some in the works again.
Well,
later
yeah.
in the
So
year.
all the exclusives, all the manufacturer stuff, all the new brands that we're looking at, that is all like on
It's all
pause.
paused.
It's all
No,
on
but we
pause
have
right now.
planned and committed. It will be later in the year. For
Yeah,
sure.
we're gonna have to recontextualize. There's just no promises for after we see our way through this because it's
I
gonna
wonder if they're getting other dress up.
it's gonna financially impact all these companies. We're gonna have to really see what happens.
Oh,
on
that was
the other
Joseph. Joseph's
side
not
of it.
shy. Ellie's so being shy.
Yeah, he did match my color scheme. Hey kids, let's not get all wound up here. We're gonna need to go to bed very soon, okay?
Do we have plans for new stickers
Okay.
eventually? We're just not in a position to.
All right, you can do one.
Why are you
last-
wearing? You said Daddy's coat.
Yeah, that's my code.
Okay.
I'm totally someone you've never seen.
Ellie's wearing all the coats.
Yeah,
I'm
that's about
someone
right.
you've never seen.
Someone I've never seen. Who have I
Here,
never
Ellie,
seen?
come on, Ellie, come on over here so that you can see on this
You?
camera too. Come on in the middle. Here's our daughter.
Where? Okay.
What are you wearing? Like 4 coats? 5?
Probably 6.
Wait,
That's like 3 coats. Okay, it's not so.
No.
No, there's 4.
Okay.
4
Okay,
coats.
4 coats. All right,
coats.
Ellie, you're gonna get too warm. Why don't you change?
Wow.
Oh my goodness. There's a lot of questions, and I just like can't. I don't know what's happening anymore. Welcome to our life.
Their laughs do help,
Yeah.
but it does make for hard video conferencing. I will say that.
I know there's a lot of questions you guys have asked that we have not answered, and I'm sorry. Part of it's like just the chaos of the 3 screens, and we're figuring this out. So
Yeah, that's
it doesn't mean we don't care. I just have not been able to do everything. So if you have any like burning questions, like our team is working from home.
They are, yeah.
So if you have
They're like
questions,
dying to interact with you all. So
Yeah, it's
jump
really-
on live chat.
yeah, just send us an email, or, whatever. I think we can take phone calls too. But if you have questions about specific pens, if you have like troubleshooting issues, if you have suggestions for videos, like anything, like please, like we're happy to talk to you. And it keeps them busy. So we're not like just sitting around like,
There, now I'm someone you've never seen.
What? Are those your doll glasses? Okay. All right, guys, let's take off all the
All right,
coats, please.
let's get on the dress clothes. It's time to get ready for bed, okay? Or go to bed or whatever.
They're good when we do like conference calls. They understand like boundaries and things.
Oh, they're hamming it up a little bit here.
Their bedtime was a long time ago.
It really was.
They're doing sleepovers right now. We're like, what? As parents, we're like, what? They're safe, they're healthy, they're fed, whatever. So
Sleepovers like in their own room, not at other kids' houses.
No,
We're not-
together.
no.
Like I took off their screen time limits because like we're in survival mode, like in all sense of it. And so like if you're a parent out there and this is your life too, like we're with you. There's so much grace. Like just try to enjoy. Like there's something nice about slowing down, and I don't know. We're not slowing down. I don't know what I'm saying.
I think Melanie says it well. They're fine. Everyone's a little squirrely these days. That's so true.
And also, it's okay to not be okay. Like that.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. Sometimes, like we're just not okay, and sometimes you just need to cry, and sometimes you're just mad, and sometimes and that's okay. It's okay to be scared. It's
Sometimes
okay
you
to
need
be fearful.
you need to cry, yell together. Rachel and I have done that. It's fine. We are all in the same boat.
Go on a
We
walk
are.
and just like randomly yell.
Randomly yell and cry and scream and laugh and
You do what you gotta do.
you gotta feel all your feels, right?
It's almost like we're real people with real kids. Yeah.
Imagine that. Oh man, it's
You're
crazy.
a teacher. The struggle is real.
It's real. Yep.
Oh,
we
my
feel you,
goodness.
Jennifer.
Well, we have been broadcasting, I think, long enough. We have got
We
to
do.
get
We
these-
gotta get these ones to
I am
bed.
a school
You have two
person.
backpacks on with glasses. Can you see out of this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Daddy. And mommy.
Yeah, you're not shy anymore.
Oh yeah, no, she's warming up to the camera.
What are you doing?
That's right.
Are you trying to eat my hair?
Yes.
All right, so we will say goodbye to all of you.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our
yeah.
live,
Bye.
our live right time.
Bye.
Our right time at 9.
That's right. Come on.
Thank you for your patience and just thank you for all your support, for all your love. Like, encourage each other right now. Like, we all need it. So
Yep.
just Goulet Nation's a great place on Facebook to share YouTube comments, whatever. Just anywhere you are, just like
Yeah,
keep talking pens, keep it posy. We're all in this together.
and we're gonna have some more videos coming out. We have a tour of Monograppa's factory that
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna publish, I think, on Friday. So that's coming.
The Arco Blue Bee that you recorded with Dante Wild. All of our
That's
videos
right.
we recorded like a while ago, and they're in the
Yeah.
editing process, and we're kind of
All right.
staggering them a little bit. So anyway, good night. Thank you. We appreciate you tuning in.
All right, and we're gonna sign off. So
All
everybody
right.
have a great
So
night.
now we hit all the buttons.
I
All
think-
right.
Lunch. I
I think these will be up later. I think they'll be up later. We can
We'll
publish
try, and if not, we're
We'll try our
sorry,
best.
but we'll do our best. We're all doing our best.
them. That's
Good
right.
enough is good enough right now.
That's right. All right, everybody. Right on.
All right, bye
Right on
everybody.
YouTube. Right on Instagram. Right on Facebook.
All right. How do we stop these things? Oh, end. All right, end
Happy
stream.
end.
Am I sure I want to end the stream? Yes. Oh, am I sure? Yes. And